Hi guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, hi, I'm Kay, and in today's video we're going to be taking a look at my beauty empties from July. Now if you don't know what an empties video is, then basically it's where people like myself get on camera and talk about all of the beauty products that they've used up, usually in the previous month, and tell you how they feel about them. I really like these kinds of videos. I like to watch these kinds of videos. I like to film these kinds of videos. I kind of see them as mini reviews really. I think once you've tried a product and used it in its entirety, you've got a better idea of whether you actually like it or don't. So without any further ado, let's just get into my little basket of goodies. No particular order, I'm just going to start pulling things out and telling you what I think about them. So first thing we've got, which is sitting on top here, is this. So this is the Beauty Pro Eye Therapy Under Eye Mask with collagen and green tea. It was alright. The thing with masks is I just find them relaxing to use. I don't necessarily always see the benefits that they claim I'm going to see, but it was nice enough to use. It was cooling, refreshing, did feel quite moisturising. Would I repurchase it? I don't know. Probably not, to be honest. I do have under eye masks that I prefer. If it was to appear in another beauty box, which I think is where this one came from, then I would use it, but I wouldn't necessarily go out and spend my own money on it, kind of thing. So that's that one. Next, oh actually we've got some more under eye masks here. So we've got these ones from Wonder Beauty. Now I know I've talked about these before. I had a pack of them from FabFitFun, I think, last year now that would have been, and oh, there's cat hair on this one. That's pretty, sorry about that. But yeah, again, don't necessarily think they do all the wonderful claims that the gold is supposed to do for you, but it just feels quite extravagant when you're using them. Again, cooling, refreshing, relaxing, that's all I really want from them. So yeah, again, I don't think I'd necessarily go out and buy a pack of them, but again, if they were in a box I would use them. So that's those. Next we've got hair. I've got this Molten Brown, which you can't really see because it's a clear package, but this was the Coastal Cypress and Sea Fennel Bath and Shower Gel. This came in a Look Fantastic beauty box, I think. Really loved the scent of this. If I was going to purchase Molten Brown, I would definitely look at this fragrance. It was very reminiscent of the seaside. It just made me think of being at the beach. And the closest scent I found to this was a Yankee Candle in Beach Walk, which if I had that on at the same time as I was having a bath with this, it was just really nice, really nice. So Molten Brown's a little bit pricey. It's not really something that I've looked at purchasing, but as I said, if I was going to buy from Molten Brown, I would definitely look at this. Something else that was in my project pan was this Innisfree, what was it, the Skinny Brow Mascara. This one was in the shade Ash Brown. I bought it from Yesstyle last year. So this is technically not empty. It dried up to the point where I couldn't actually use it anymore. Not surprised. I had it for a year. Probably shouldn't have been using it, but we won't go there. But I didn't really like this all that much. I've managed to find a way to use it that I didn't hate, but it is quite crunchy on the brows, so it wasn't my favourite. I think it was also a bit too light for me, which I know I said that at the time actually when I bought this, but I managed, like I said, I managed to make it work. But yeah, I probably wouldn't repurchase this, just because, not just because it was too light, but mainly because I just didn't like the feeling of it. So that's that one. Next is this from Ameliorate, and this is the Transforming Body Lotion with Alpha Hydroxy Therapy. I think I kind of like this, which sounds very vague. Basically, the claim on this is that it's supposed to get rid of those lumps and bumpy bits on the backs of your arms. I get them on my legs as well. What's it called? Is it keratosis pilaris? Whatever it is, I'll pop it on the screen so that you can know what on earth I'm talking about. I think it was kind of working, but I'll be honest, this was just too small a sample for me to figure that out. The recommendation is that you use this twice a day for a while until the lumps have gone away, and then just sort of use it once, sort of as and when, to try and keep on top of it. So I didn't get rid of it, but I do feel like it reduced a little bit. The only thing I will say about this is, if you've got any kind of broken skin, do not use this. I had a little bit of a cut on my finger the one day I was trying to use this. Wow, did that sting. Ouch. Not fun, not pleasant, would not recommend. And the other thing about this was the smell. I didn't really enjoy the smell. It sort of smelled a bit like, I guess kind of like a hair removal cream, sort of, which I didn't really enjoy. But if it's something that's going to work, then it is something that I would consider buying a full-size version of. This is a bit pricey though. I have sort of found out earlier on today actually that CeraVe do their own version of this, so I might have a look into that and see what the price is like on that and what their reviews are like, and then I might get that one instead. But not a bad product. I just don't know fully whether it works or not, so that's that. Next we've got the Balance Me Wonder Eye Cream. So eye creams, I always used to think, not sure whether they work or not, and then I tried one from Marlin & Goetz and really enjoyed it. I really did feel like it made a difference to my under eye area at least. This I had in a beauty box, I think. Gave it a go. Not my favourite. I just don't really feel like it had any effect on me. So I wouldn't look at repurchasing this one. This would have been a cheaper option had it worked for me, but I just didn't enjoy it. The texture of it just felt too thin for me as well. It just wasn't, it just didn't do it for me basically. So that's that. Next we've got this from Kiehl's. It's the Midnight Recovery Concentrate. This was a sample. I don't even know where I had this from, but I thought I'd give it a go. I finished a Dr. Botanicals facial oil, and I quite enjoyed using it, so I decided that I wanted to keep an oil in my nighttime skincare routine. Just pulled this out just to try it. It does have a lavender scent to it, so if you don't like that, you won't like this. It wasn't massively strong, but it's definitely there. I actually quite like this. It did what I wanted it to do. Don't think I'd repurchase it. Kiehl's is, again, not the cheapest brand on earth, so I don't necessarily think it was that good. But again, if I had another sample, I would definitely use it up. So that is that one. Next we've got my mascara from Chanel. Again, this is just a sample. This is the Le Volume de Chanel. It's in black. I actually really liked this. The period after opening date on this said it was a month. I managed to get 3 months out of it. I really don't use a ton ton of mascara, clearly. The brush, I was a bit unsure of the brush when I had a look at it, but it works. It really does work. My lashes just looked, they were definitely more volumized. I actually felt like they made my lashes look longer as well. So really did enjoy using this. Really sad that it's gone. I have actually looked at repurchasing it, but it's Chanel. It's quite pricey. I don't know if I want to spend that much on a mascara. I don't know. I don't know, but if one came along at the right price, I probably would actually buy a full-size version of this. So yeah, really liked this. Next we've got the Moringa Cleansing Balm from Emma Hardy. I know I've talked about this before. I've had a few sort of little sample pots and deluxe minis of this. I really like this cleansing balm. The smell, it just brings back childhood memories for me. I've said before, it reminds me of my grandparents' house for some reason. Really enjoyed going there when I was a kid, so this is a bit of a nostalgic scent for me. And in regards to how it actually performs, I really like it. It removes makeup really easily. It's definitely a favourite of mine. I would love to purchase a full size of this, but again, it's just the price point. With most of the things that I try in beauty boxes or samples, I find that if I like them, they're going to be expensive. This is no exception, but as and when I find samples on like Feel Unique sample service or things like that, I do tend to pick one up. So yeah, really like this too. Okay, next, something else that was in my project pan. So this was the I Heart Revolution lip gloss in Praline. Really enjoyed this lip gloss. At the risk of sounding like a broken record, I used to absolutely hate lip glosses. I hated wearing lip glosses, so I never used to bother. And then I had these in part of some sort of Christmas pack from Revolution Beauty, Makeup Revolution, whatever they're called. There's lots of different brands and bits, but anyway, this is the I Heart Revolution part of it. And it was a pack of 3. There was pralines, salted caramel and cherry chocolate cherry, something like that. I'm not sure, but anyway, really liked them. They weren't too sticky, they weren't too heavy, they didn't sit in any of the lines of my lips and make them look disgusting. Just really nice. So this one is finished. I've now got the salted caramel version in my project pan, so I'm still going with them. So yeah, would definitely look at repurchasing these because I know I like them, and I'm getting to the point now where I'm tired of buying lip glosses that I don't like again. So that's that. Next is this, oops, there we go. Next is this from Lumine. And it's the Glow Reveal Moisturizer with vitamin C. It's from their Vela range. I like this, but I don't like it as much as I like the, oh, what's it called? I want to call it the day cream, but it's got an SPF 15 in. I'll try and find a picture and put it up so you can, again, see what on earth I'm talking about. But yeah, I just prefer that one. I prefer the texture of it more than anything else. This one, I don't know how to describe it. It kind of feels a little bit powdery, which I don't hate, but I don't really enjoy all that much. And just in terms of how my skin feels after I've used it, I just prefer the other one. So I wouldn't purchase a full size one of this one, but I would definitely repurchase the other version. So that's that. Another project pan empty. So this is the Vera Wang Princess perfume. When I introduced it into my project pan, it was down to here already, so it was something that I was using, it was something that I enjoyed using, but it was also the oldest perfume I've got in my collection, and I kept sort of using other things, so I wanted to bring this into focus and get me to use it properly and get me to sort of use it up before it went bad. I managed to do that. It took me about 6 months to do it, but I did it. I was quite pleased with myself. I think it's probably the first time I've ever finished a perfume, so yay me. Really like it. It's delicate, it's floral, it's quite girly. I quite enjoy those fragrances, so for me this was definitely a hit. Would I repurchase it? At the moment, no. I've got quite a few perfumes in my collection. I've got a bag full of little samples as well, so I could probably do with trying to sort of focus on those at some point. Maybe I'll make that into a project as well, who knows. But yeah, did enjoy it though. This is another one of those things that if I was to end up with it in my collection somehow, I wouldn't be unhappy. I would definitely use it. So that's that. Okay, next we've got a lip mask this time, and this is from Star Skin, and it's the Dream Kiss Plumping and Hydrating Biocellulose Lip Mask. It was okay. I had a sort of few days where my lips went really dry. I don't think I'd been drinking enough water. It happens sometimes, so I thought I'll try a lip mask, try and put some hydration back in from the outside, and it was okay. I don't really know what else I can say about it. As regards to the plumping, I didn't notice any of that, but hydration wise, it did what I needed it to do at the time. I just drank some more water for the next few days and my lips went back to normal, so I don't know how much of an effect this actually had, but there you go. And then last in the basket is this. So this was a little sample of the First Aid Beauty Facial Radiance Pads. Yes, I cut the bottom off. No, I didn't realise that there was a little tab to lift so that you could pull them out individually, because I'm an idiot. I ended up just having to sort of fold it over and clip it to keep the moisture in. I think there was about 10 pads. Yeah, there was 10 pads in here. These were okay. Before I used these, I was using the Pixie Glow Tonic. Absolutely love that stuff. It's definitely my favourite toner. This is sort of a similar thing in that it's got the glycolic acid in, but it's also got lactic acid in as well, so it's a little bit of an extra sort of exfoliating part to it. It did what I needed it to do. I didn't notice that my skin went back a step while I was using these, so I was happy to use them. My only gripe with these is that they're pads. They're literally single-use pads, so you use them and then throw them away. I tried to find out whether they were biodegradable. I'm hoping that they are, but I literally couldn't find anything about them, so I was a bit not thrilled at the idea of single-use pads, especially when I'm using the Pixie Glow Tonic. I've got reusable cotton pads, so I'm trying to reduce my waste, not increase it, so I wouldn't repurchase these. I did have a full-size tub that I got from somewhere, so I have been using those because I just want to get rid of, I just want to use them and get them out of my life. I've got them, I'm not going to waste them. Either way, they're going to landfill, so I might as well use them and send them to landfill rather than just throwing them away. So that's the only reason that I've used them, but I definitely wouldn't look at buying these because it seems like waste I don't need to have. So that is everything then. So now it's over to you guys. If you have tried any of these items and like them too, or maybe you didn't enjoy them, let me know in the comments. If you know anything about the CeraVe version of the Ameliorate cream. I'd be really interested to know your thoughts on that. I'm always interested to hear other people's thoughts and opinions anyway, so if you've got anything to say about this video, let me know in the comments. And with that being said, I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please remember to like before you go. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I try and do these videos once a month. I also do beauty purchases videos, project pan series, and I also do some beauty box unboxings as well. So if any of that sounds interesting to you, please consider subscribing before you leave as well. And yeah, so hope everyone's doing okay. Hope you're all well and, you know, getting by during these current times. And I will see you all again in another video very, very soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.